Hello boys, welcome back once again to your online classes. I am Christopher Crizzle and today I will be taking once again English literature of class 3, and as I told you in the last class also, it is for all the three sections, that is 3A, 3B and 3C. Okay, so today's topic is chapter 3. The name of the chapter is Safe Again. Okay, and it is a very beautiful story written by Alan Brown. Okay, Alan Brown is the writer of this story. Okay, so before we go to the story, I just want to give you an idea, okay, of what we are going to learn in this story, what this story is about. Okay, when you look into your books, you'll see the first two lines here. Okay, it is written in italics. Okay, see, I'm just reading it out. Okay, what is written? A windhover is a small hunting bird, also called a kestrel. Most of the time the bird just hovers, stays in the air and flaps its wings without moving forward. Here a windhover tells its story. Okay, so in this story here we are going to learn about a bird. Okay, that bird is a windhover. That is the name of the bird, windhover. Okay, wind means, you know, the air. Okay, and what is the meaning of hover? Hover means to stay at one place. No, sometimes you see, usually we see birds flying, but sometimes you will notice that the bird, okay, it remains in a particular place and it flaps the wings. That is the meaning of hover, to stay at a particular place in the air. Okay, keep that in mind. Hover means to stay at a particular place in the air. Okay, so by this the bird got its name, windhover. So in this story here, the windhover tells us about its life. Okay, so in this story here we are going to learn about the life of a windhover. It is telling its story. It is a very short, sweet story, okay, that you should learn. So the story goes like this. When I open my eyes, the sky is the first thing I see and the wind is the first thing I feel. Now I is who? Whose I over here? I means the bird. Kindly remember this. Okay, wherever we read I means the bird, the windhover. Okay, so the windhover is saying that whenever it opens its eyes, what is the first thing that it sees? It is the sunlight. Okay, and the first thing, okay, that it feels the air. Okay, it sees the sunlight, the sky, you can say, okay, above, and it feels the air. Okay, I hear chipping from the egg close to my own broken shell. A pointed beak bursts through. There is more chipping and I see a tiny pale head. A chick struggles out of its shell, and then another. They are my brother and sister. Okay, so now we come to know that there are total 3 birds in this story here that we are going to learn. Okay, the first is the windhover, as well as it is also saying that when it gets up in the morning, when it wakes up, it sees the sky, it feels the wind, and also it hears something. What is that something? It hears the chirping sound of his brother and sister. That means there are 2 more birds. Okay, one is his brother and another its sister. Okay, so this is what the bird is telling us about. Okay, that when he wakes up, he can see that from the egg there is a chipping sound coming. The eggs that are near this windhover, okay, he can hear some chipping sound, and after a little while it can see 2 heads coming out from each egg. Okay, and the bird tells us that one is his brother and the other is its sister. Okay, then our mother and father bring us mice as fast as they can catch them. We eat them and grow fast, but I grow the fastest. We live in a hole in the wall of a school. Okay, so the windower is telling us that every day its mother and father, they catch mice. You know what is mice? Okay, so they catch mice and they bring it to them as their food. Okay, and by eating this mice, they grow. Who grow? The three birds. Okay, and the windower is also saying that it grows faster than its brother and sister. By this we come to know that the windower that is being spoken about in the story is the biggest of the three birds. Okay, biggest or eldest you can say. Okay, now it is also saying that where do they live? We live in a hole in the wall of a school. Okay, you know, schools, usually buildings have ventilators. Okay, if you look into your book, you can see there's a small picture given there. I can show you here also. Okay, there's a small hole here, something like a ventilator type. Okay, so these birds, they live in that ventilator. Okay, that small hole in the school building. Okay, then we stretch our wings and flap them just like our parents do. Okay, you know what is the meaning of flapping? Whenever you see birds, they try to flap their wings like this. This is the meaning of flapping. Flapping means as if they are trying to fly. So by looking at their parents flying, these birds also, the small birds, they start to flap their wings. Okay, then the children in the playground are now looking up and pointing at us. They are saying, look at the baby windhovers. Look at their fluffy feathers. Fluffy means soft. Okay, so when they are trying to flap their wings, you know, there are some children around who are pointing at them and telling, look at those birds, look at their fluffy feathers. Okay, so this is what the windower is telling us. Okay, then one evening after school, now one day what happens? Okay, I hear a sound of footsteps coming towards us. We shuffle to the back of the roost. We see a dark shape over us and we screech, kee, kee. This is not our mother or father. Okay, so now the windower is saying that one day in the evening, okay, suddenly they could see some shadow coming towards them. And by looking at that shadow, what these birds did, they went little back to the hole. Okay, and they understood that shadow that was coming was not their mother or father. It was somebody else's shadow. Okay, one evening, then this creature does not smell like a bird. I peck at it and strike it with my claws. The creature makes a strange noise and holds me tight. I am bundled into a sack and taken from my home. Okay, so now the windower is saying that as the shadow came closer, okay, what did the windower do? It pecked a strike, means it tried to like, you know, birds usually with their beak, they try to hit you, they try to punch at you, they try to strike you. Okay, so this is what the windower did. It tried to strike at that creature. Now that creature, I should tell you, it is a human being. Okay, so what did the creature do? It caught that bird, that windower, and he put that bird into a sack. Okay, and then he took the bird away from there. Okay, so here we come to know that the windower was actually caught, you can say, by a bird catcher or by some human being. Okay, it was put into a sack and then it was taken away from its home, taken somewhere else. Okay, then we move to the next page now. Then what happens? I hope you all are enjoying and understanding this story. Okay, now what happens? After a while, someone opens the sack. I am dazzled by the light. I try to fly, but crash into strong bars and fall in a cloud of feathers. Okay, so now the bird is saying that Okay, after it was caught and put into the sack, it was taken away somewhere. Okay, and after a while the sack was opened. Okay, after the sack was opened, the bird, okay, it was dazzled by the light. Usually what happens, suppose you are in a dark room, okay, and suddenly when the light is on, there are few seconds where you cannot see anything, you get stunned. Okay, so this is what happened with the bird also. It was for such a long time in the sack. Okay, and after it was taken out from the sack, okay, it was stunned by the light.